one of the things that I've learned in my journey, like we're all on our personal development journey, along the way is that the conversations that I'm in create transformation. So if you want to create transformation with your finances, then get in financial conversations. And that can mean a podcast, it can mean a book, it can mean a coaching program, it can mean a mastermind. And you consciously create conversations. And so you have these various people you're communicating with. I'm in the Golden State Warriors conversation. That's the basketball team that I follow. And so I'm paying attention to that. And I'm in the AI conversation. I'm paying attention to that. And I'm in the being conversation. So today we're having an all-day conversation about being, and you're getting all these breakthroughs. So the idea is to continue the conversation. And I've created a structure, a program, a way with me leading from the front, organizing this conversation to create predictable breakthroughs for you and for your family. My path to sales mastery. So the program, the idea is called Path to Being Mastery. Well, I was introduced to sales as a profession in the 1990s. And then I met my mentor, Dr. Moyne, in 1994. And then I got on the path to sales mastery. So I've been working at that craft, honing my skills, and I'll continue to hone my skills for the rest of my life. So when I was introduced to being 3.5 years ago, I'm like, I've got the blueprint. The blueprint is the pursuit of mastery that I've been doing for sales. So I already know what that looks like. So I'll just run it for being. And I will become one of the world's leading experts at being. Not as a pound my chest, look at me, but as I'm going to be somebody who becomes one of the world's leading experts, coaches, trainers on being. And I'm going to model Hardison, and I'm going to model what I've done with sales, and I'm going to work at this. It's a mountain without a top, and I'm going to get better and more loving and more forgiving and more understanding and being with money and being in career and being with my family, and I'm going to pursue this for the rest of my life. And that I got inspired by that. And I thought, I'll bet that there's some people that would like to be on that path with me continuously learning, sharing the new ideas that I'm learning, and then inviting other experts like Ankush. So our next being meeting is Monday. We meet Mondays at noon Pacific. Every Monday we have a conversation for 30 minutes. And it's either led by me or an expert like Ankush. And so what that program is, it's like what we're doing the whole day today, but for 30 minutes. And then we do Q&A. So everybody that's in the group is somebody who's on the path. And they want to be on that path, and they want to come and they want to learn and they want to grow. And we get a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better. And I just think it's just amazing. I think it's super cool. I think it's a great path to be on and a very inviting thing for your family. And we have different topics, right? Being in health and being in relationship. And so maybe when we're doing being in health, one of your family members, your cousin's really into health, and you go to your cousin and go, hey, I'm doing this health class. It's about being, but it's about health, and you're interested in health, and I thought you might like it. And so you invite them. And they come like, wow, this is amazing. And you go, yeah, actually, it's a program I purchased, and you can join anytime you want. And they go, oh my gosh, that'd be amazing. And then they go, can my husband do it? And you go, yeah, actually your husband. Can my kids do it? Yeah. And we create transformation through your family. I think that's a really cool piece to this. So I want to walk you through what is Path to Being Mastery, and then invite you to participate at the end of this section. And you can either say, hey, I'd like to sign up, or hey, Eric, I'd like to talk with you or one of your coaches. I have a team of coaches, and part of this program, you get some coaching. And so if you want to have an interview where we just have a conversation, it's an informal conversation answering all your questions, So you can, at the end, you can email or text me if you'd like to participate and say, hey, Eric, I'm in. I'd like to take advantage of the special. Or, hey, Eric, I'd like to do an interview. And either I'll do the interview or one of my coaches will do the interview. And Thomas, who's on the line right now, and Jim Alvino, they're both in the live class. If you're here live, those are two of my coaches, and they're amazing. They love coaching. And I'm just honored to have coaches that are a part of my team that love coaching as much as they do. So they would love to just be on a call with you and answer your questions and serve you. And then after you talk with them, if you want to sign up at that point, and then they would be the one to work with you. And so anyway, we'll get to that here in a little bit. So I want to teach a little bit inside of inviting you to participate. This is Teri Riley, and Teri sent me this email. She goes, I want to express my gratitude for our coaching session in October. Before our meeting, I'd been struggling to reach my sales goals for months. You showed me that I was declaring I don't hit my goals and being a person who doesn't hit her goals, and I needed to change my thoughts. Your advice resonated with me, and I took action. I changed who I was being and began to operate from a place of a person who hits her goals. I started becoming aware of my negative thoughts, and I made the choice to operate from the highest expression of myself. I'm excited to share not only did I meet my goal for November, but exceeded my goal for the first time in months. So we're on a call. Hey, Teri, did you hit your goals? Oh no, Eric, I never hit my goals. Universe, I never hit my goals. I'm like, Teri, you're declaring you don't hit your goals. So I encouraged her to shift her being. I didn't do any business training with her. She just shifted her being, and all of a sudden she hit her goal. And Teri's amazing, just like you're amazing. And so her future is just, I'm so excited for her and where she's headed. This is a story about commitment. The photo on the left, I was working towards weight loss. The photo on the right, I hit my goal. And what happened was I set a goal to go from 217 to 199. I got down to 203. I went back up to 212. And then I bounced between 205 and 212 for months. And I'm like, what's going on? I've got a goal. I've got a plan. I'm executing the plan. I'm not getting the result. And what I realized in my self-coaching is I wasn't being committed to achieving the goal. I was committed to following the plan, but the plan was not producing the result. So I had a shift in being, and I hit my weight loss goal. I brought into reality what I wanted by being committed. So you're all getting what you're getting out of today. And what I want to share with you, as much as you're getting out of today, this is the tip of the iceberg. And if you decide that you'd like to participate, and this isn't the only way to be in a being conversation, there's other ways, but this is a really amazing way that I'm confident you will experience breakthrough after breakthrough after breakthrough. And I'm also confident if you'll share this with your family that we can help them. So maybe you have a son or a daughter or grandson or granddaughter, and you'd love for them or any other family member for that matter to experience this. So this is another business story. This is Mike Irwin. And Mike's one of my star clients. And I was having a conversation with him. He's a business person. And I asked him how he was doing. And he goes, I'm in a sales slump. And I had never taught him about being. And I go, what do you mean you're in a sales slump? He goes, I haven't made a sale in 5 months. And I go, what did you do last year? He goes, 20 million. Now that's gross sales, not income. He probably made about 400 grand. He goes, I did 20 million last year. I said, Mike, you did not forget how to sell. Stop being the I'm in a sales slump guy and start being I'm the $20 million guy. And within a week, he made $1 million sale. And within 2 months, he made a $2 million sale. That $2 million sale made him over $100,000 in commission on one sale. I didn't teach him any sales or business skills. I have that on my tool belt, but that's not what I taught him. I taught him to be the $20 million guy. So he's one of my current coaching clients. And one of our things that we discussed was he open to increasing his vision from being the $20 million guy? So he increased, instead of being, in other words, coming from a position of I produce 20 million a year, he bumped it to 50 million. So now he's being, I'm the $50 million guy. And then we expanded his thinking some more. And then he became the $100 million guy. And now we've expanded this, it's pretty wild. Now he's the $500 million guy. He's literally building a company. I'm helping him do it on how to create 500 million in annual revenue. That's all being. Who am I being?